Well, it's a cool June day. We're heading out for our fifth adventure and very local. It's a place called Delta Lake, and it's only about a 25-minute drive, so it'll be pretty good. The state makes you reserve and pay for 2 nights unless you try to get a site within 72 hours, then you can get a one night thing. So I don't think we're going to stay both nights. I'm going to stay tonight, obviously, and then probably stay part of the day tomorrow. I have off. I'm off at work. So are the dogs. They don't have to work tomorrow either. And well, all I have to do is go get the dogs themselves and get on the road. Hopefully this will be fun. Dave and his kids and grandkids might be there, so could be an enjoyable one. Hopefully it will. The weather is going to be, like I said, it's cool. The rest of the country is like sweltery, and it's like 63 degrees here, and it's almost the first day of June, or first day of summer. Tonight it's supposed to get down to about 50, so it'll be a little bit chilly, but we'll be okay. All right, let me go get those doggers. Well, here we are. We're on site 26. Set up here at Delta Lake. It's a pretty nice site. It's sunnier than I thought, but I didn't bring the solar panel. It's alright. I'll probably have enough battery power to get us through. There's Jack. We just went for a little bit of a walk. He did really good. And Snick is in there too. I'm gonna try to keep this side open and in the end here so he can't see the neighbor over there. It looks like they have a fenced area, so they must have dogs too. So it could be interesting. They're not here right now. I mean, one lady was there, but the whole crew wasn't there. They must be off at the beach. Snicky has been just sniffing in a 10 by 10 area for the last 15 minutes. He's just so content. We got rid of the harness. It was not working out well, so I just put a little collar on him. He's not running away anywhere, but he can be quick, so I got to keep my eye on him. How you doing, Jackson? I'm in your shadow. You're in my shadow. Popeye's chips, best you can get. East of the Mississippi. So it's 7 o'clock on a Sunday night. It's still in the 60s, mid 60s. About to get a fleece on, it's getting a little bit chillier. Here's the pups. Snick sleeping on his blankie. Jack over there on the cot. Having a good time. Fire's not going too good. It's kind of smoking. So it's getting a little chillier. I had to put on my fleece. Campsite is, pretty crowded. You go to reserve something and they're all reserved. But there is 3 or 4 campsites around here. People didn't show up. They should be like, go directly to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200 because it's not fair. Other people could have used it. So I'm gonna be toasty here. Got my fleece. The dogs are doing good. Got a fire. Got a little bit of wood for a while. A couple hours probably. Be tired by then anyways. So cool. Okay, time for a campfire story. The most fun camping I remember ever going to, I was about 12. That would have made Dave 16. And we went camping for a week up at 8th Lake in the Adirondacks. And for most of the week it was just the boys. It was my father, Dave, and me. And I remember, I think we had a trailer at the time. And the other big thing that we had was Uncle Roddy's boat. It was like, a small boat where you'd go fishing, with a little motor in the back. And Dave had a lot of fun driving it. I was too little, too young to drive it. But what I remember most about that trip that was fun was at nighttime around the Coleman lantern. Our father taught us how the card game Hearts. And it's the only time I ever played, but we played a lot that week, and I remember it being really fun. So last night, I was thinking about maybe I'd tell the story. I looked up the rules of Hearts, and it did kind of come back to me. Because the thing I remember, there was one card, and it was a queen, you know, a girl, and my father had a really funny name for her. Because it's a card that, like, you don't want. It's like, if you're playing Old Maid, you don't want the Old Maid. Well, in Hearts, from what I read last night, this is the Queen of Spades. If you get stuck with the Queen of Spades, it ain't good. It ain't good at all. So I remember he had a funny name for it, and I can't remember what it was, but I remember being a 12-year-old thinking it was one of the funniest things I'd ever heard. What the name of that queen was. But so that was just a little story as I'm sitting here around the fire, me and the dogs watching the fire's going pretty good now. So we got a couple more hours of wood left, I think, and then we'll be hitting the hay. Okay, we got a Paul Harvey moment here. The rest of the story. That camping trip, there was one more fun thing that happened. Later in the week, for the weekend, my mom and Aunt Jean and Diane, who was probably only a 3 or 4 at the time, they came up to camp for the weekend. So it was just the boys during the week, and then they came up for the weekend. And my mother had made lasagna. And we always liked her lasagna. It was just great. It was Granny's recipe, so couldn't go wrong. But anyways, so they came up, and for whatever reason, it got left out or something, and raccoons ate it. So we didn't have lasagna that weekend. And I remember my mother being really kind of mad about that, going through all the trouble of making lasagna, and then the raccoons ate it. Sneak out for a stroll before it gets too dark. All the smells. Jack out for a little stroll before we go to bed. It's getting a little darker. It's only a little bit after 8, so we got some time. He likes to just stand, not necessarily walk. So Jack being pretty good, treats really work good. Some people next door with their own little dog. I think it's a Labradoodle, but we won't get a picture of it. Jack's being good. He wants to growl and bark. But treats are stronger than growls and bark. Right, Jack? Let's get a little more. You've been such a good boy. Yeah. Hey. Good boy. So, a fireside update. It's 9 p.m. 61 degrees. But this fire's warm enough, I took off my fleece. And we've got a little bit of wood left. We'll probably stay up until that's all gone. It's very relaxing and fun. The dogs are fast asleep. Jack is under the blankie on the cot. Snickers is on. Actually, the dog bed, which he usually doesn't like. So, I don't want to disturb them. I'll let them sleep. So we are trying to toast a blueberry bagel this morning, and I remembered the cream cheese. It's from Philadelphia. So we'll see how it works. It's it's 45 degrees Monday morning. Part of the trick to it is to get the toaster in the middle of the burner so they evenly toast over both sides of the bagel. Well, I think we're close. We're close, I believe. It's not a Breville, but it's not bad. So, there it is. Came out pretty good, don't you think? Cream cheese this guy up. Add a little add a little bagel to your cream cheese. Okay. Bon appetit, whatever that word is that French guys say. So, we've had breakfast. There's Jack back there. And there's Snick. I don't know if you see Snicky. There he is, yeah. So I just went over to Dave and Kim's site and helped them get rid of some of that bacon that they'd made too much of. So that was really good. And we're back here. I heard Jack bark. Someone must have been driving by, so I don't really want to leave them alone too much. So Dave and Kim said they're gonna stay another night, so we're gonna give it a shot too. Need to get some more wood though. Yeah, I have to work on that. My neighbors behind me, where you might be able to hear their voices, they left their fire going all night, and it was going this morning. He's got a whole back of a truck full of wood. It's got to be a bunch of cords, whatever that is. It's a lot. So yeah, so we're doing pretty good. Yeah, just relaxing and enjoying it. Enjoying nature, as they say. So here it's about noontime on our second day. We just got delivered some wood from Delta Lake State Park, and it's really good wood. The wood I brought that I got at the local convenience store, geez, it was just having a hard time burning. This is really good seasoned wood. A quarter cord was $30. This is only part of it. Dave gave it to me. So really nice for the rest of the day. This is gonna be fun. If you look really close, right there in the middle of the screen is a yellow-bellied sapsucker. You ask me, how do I know that? It's got a yellow belly and it's sucking sap. I just want to get a video of the lake. This is campsite 20 and the people left a little while ago. So I thought I'd come over and take a gander. A little bit of waves here because a boat went by a little while ago. These party barges, I think. It's really nice. It's warming up here. It's got to be in the 70s. So it's really kind of perfect weather. See this part of the Jeep? If I had remembered, I had my magnetic thermometer, humidity, or barometer, I guess. But I forgot it at home. It's on the refrigerator. So it is actually 74 degrees at Delta Lake with winds of 12 miles an hour. I don't know what the humidity is. Sorry. Got the boys in the shade. It's getting kind of warm here, so the screen room is too warm for them to hang out in. So we have them tethered. I don't know how this is going to work out. Jack is a Houdini. Snicky's collar is not on very tight because of his cough. I didn't put it on too tight. We'll just see. I think he'll be fine because he will just want to mosey and mosey and mosey. Smelling, smelling, smelling. Okay, adventure number 5 is over. Everybody's packed up. Looking forward to getting home, I think. But everybody did really good. Jack had some dogs barking at him, but he did really good. Making progress. Snicky wants to go home. And that's it. This is Delta Lake State Park. It was really beautiful weather-wise. Not as cold last night. Only got down to around 50. So, but we were all very comfortable. Jack was under the sleeping bag with me. Snick is at the end where he likes to be. So, okay, we're going to head out now.